Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. Man, if you play the stock market or you have investments, retirement, anything in there, maybe today wasn't your day. I saw that the market's total loss today was over $1 trillion. Everything was down. September started off with a bang. September's always a rough month in the stock market, but not a very good one today. Not just the stocks though, gold, silver, oil, crypto, everything was down. Is it just seasonal, or is this a sign that we're going to start watching things really start falling? I don't know. I've said for a long time, you know, if you're the type that you have the knowledge to sit there and play it, day trade and play and make a little money, that's great. But if you're wanting right now long-term investments and stuff, probably the stock market's not the best place to put your money. Anyways, it is, I guess, still National Preparedness Month. I'll have to admit, I honestly think it's kind of silly to have it. I mean, I understand it brings awareness to it. I feel the same way about like Mother's and Father's Day. You know, every day should be a day that you celebrate your mother and your father and that sort of thing. But I get it. I just don't really get that into it. But you know what? Every once in a while, I'll probably make a video. Maybe it's something that you'll learn. Today, I wanted to talk to you about expanding your knowledge, developing your skills, and learning new things at the same time as meeting new people. The internet is filled with a mass amount of knowledge. There's no secret there. I mean, you can sit at home on the internet and probably learn about as much stuff as you would if you went and got a college degree, if you know what you're doing, you know where to look and all that kind of stuff. But it doesn't take the place of hands-on, real-world skill development. And so I want to encourage you to look in your area for clubs, for nonprofit groups, different things that you can get involved in that could potentially help you expand your skill level and knowledge of what's going on, what to do, how to prepare, and how to survive. And it doesn't have to be like the Prepper Club or something. I mean, there's some things that are obvious, like a ham radio or GMRS club, a gardening club, an herbalist club, a homeschool club. There could be homesteading type groups that meet, and you could be part of that. But there's other things, you could take various medical classes, check with your local fire department, your local hospital. There may be an American Red Cross near you. I'm not a fan of the American Red Cross as a big entity, but they do put out really good training. And so look for things like that you can pick up classes. Maybe your community college has stuff like that you can pick up various levels and types of medical training or other skills. Maybe they have a class on carpentry, or they have a class on husbandry, learning how to take care of animals. Maybe there's some type of FFA or something like that offers classes to the public and how to take care of animals, livestock. This kind of thing is actually really important, and people need to be finding this kind of stuff and developing the skills, because here's the thing. You might get at least the same level of skill level training that you would online. You might get better, but the big thing is that you're getting hands-on. And if it's part of an actual club, then you're developing that skill all the time. You're constantly working on new things and feeding off of each other. That's a big part of the community. Having a community is that I may know a whole lot about something, but someone else knows things that I don't know, and so we share that information. So look for that kind of stuff. Here's the thing: when you're doing this, you might be fortunate enough to find other like-minded people, and so it could help you to start building a community, a tribe, a mag. It also may be that you take classes with people that have they're complete opposites of, you know, political ideology. It could be, and I'm going to pick on herbalists because I'm an herbalist. I'm a trained herbalist, so I feel like I can pick on them. Maybe it's an herbalist class and it's a bunch of liberal hippie women, and you have zero in common with them and you don't really want to associate with them, and it's because of maybe their political beliefs or their spiritual religious beliefs. But when it comes to herbal knowledge, they may be really good. And so you go ahead and you take the class, you be part of the club. Doesn't mean that you have to be friends with them. You need to open your mind to this kind of stuff and to find things that you can be involved in, because it makes connections with people in your area, but it also expands your knowledge of whatever topic, subject that you're involved in. For instance, and I know some of you get really tired of me talking about it, but I don't care because it's my channel. If you don't like it, get lost. That's the reason why our group as a whole joined the local volunteer fire department. There was a great need there. They needed help. They needed more people, and we had a group, maybe not everyone in our group, but a good portion of us had some skills and some experience to add, and so we went and joined the volunteer fire department. And it's helped out our area because now there's a whole bunch more of us that can respond to calls and do all these different things. But then us as individuals, it's, you know, open doors for us to take on new types of training, not just within the fire department, but, you know, through the state, through the county. We've gotten to know people around here much better. We've gotten to know the lay of the land better. So there are all sorts of things. Maybe it's just, I talk about this all the time, volunteering at your local nursing home. You're going to get some medical, some geriatric experience. You're going to get some people skills. You're going to be very helpful to a portion of our society that is greatly neglected. And you know what? You might pick up some amazing stories from some of these folks, and maybe even some knowledge of how to do things. And so, you know, volunteering at your local nursing home, or some type of veterans group organization, or just senior center. Look into this kind of stuff. It's overlooked a lot, and I think a lot of the times it's overlooked is because we get really kind of panicky about, you know, I've got to get my preparations done. I don't have time to give to anyone else. I don't have time to do anything else. I've just got to focus on consuming all of this knowledge and going out and buying and stocking up on as many things as I can. And we forget that there's other things that we can be doing, and giving to other people is also a way to increase your preparedness, as well as being part of other organizations and clubs and stuff like that. And so I would certainly look into that. Maybe go down to your local library. A lot of times they have the ear on what's going on in that neck of the woods, you know, different clubs and organizations that are going on, and join one or two or three of them and start going to their meetings and start participating and start learning, because you can only consume so much knowledge in the digital format. Yeah, it's great watching a video and learning stuff, but having that hands-on and getting multiple different experiences all at the same time, giving you advice on what to do, is way better than any YouTube video. So certainly you can consume that type of information, but do your best to try to get some hands-on information. You know what? If one of these types of clubs that I've mentioned, organizations, if they don't exist, you can start one. You know, you don't have to be an expert in a certain area to start a club on that, a group on that. You know, let's say ham radio. Maybe there's no ham radio groups in your area, and you're very, very new to ham radio. You're green, and you think, man, I can't start a ham radio club. I don't know anything. I'm just barely learning. It's okay. You don't have to be the expert to start it. If there's nothing like that in your area, go ahead and start one, and you might find some of the experts around to be part of it. And that's just one example. But get out there and be part of your community. I do not agree with isolating yourself and cutting yourself off from the rest of the world. It's not scripturally sound. There's nothing that I can find in Scripture that backs that up, that truly backs up that we need to just isolate ourselves from the rest of the world. And it's just not healthy, and you're not going to learn. You're gonna be in an echo chamber, and it's good to have other opinions and other bits of knowledge to bounce our ideas off of. So get out there and try to find stuff where you can volunteer or clubs that you can join, and improve yourself at the same time of improving the community around you. Folks, it's time to get your houses in order and to prepare yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.